7 benefits of joyful laughter is our topic today. Hear this. Laughter comes with some benefits. Stay with me. I will be right back. Your empowerment for advancement is our mission here. I am Ikwambi. Welcome to the program. Welcome to Advancement Strategies broadcast, where you are empowered for high performance. I'm your host, Dr. Ikwambi, cheerleader of success, advancement, and leadership. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do for continuous inspiration. The number one benefit of joyful laughter is that joyful laughter beautifies your face. Yes, it beautifies your face. Listen to this Jewish proverb. As soap is to the body, so laughter is to the soul. As soap is to the body, so laughter is to the soul. What laughter does is wash away your sorrows, wash away your depressions, your low points, and especially beautify your face in a special way. Knowing this reality that joyful laughter empowers our reality in such a way will empower your self-esteem for productivity and high performance. Yes. The second benefit of joyful laughter is joyful laughter has medicinal values. You bet it does have medicinal values. In the amazing words of Lord Byron, he said, "Always laugh when you can. It is cheap medicine." It is cheap medicine. Isn't that an amazing counsel to receive? Laughter is cheap medicine. Always laugh when you can. It is cheap to laugh, but medicinal in property. King Solomon also said something in this regard. A joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. May your spirit not be crushed. Radiate the warmth and the joyfulness of a joyful heart. What laughter does is to release what is called endorphins to your brains. Yes, endorphins are released to your brains. They mask pains, they reduce, they help to balance the chemicals in your body in some way. Another thing laughter does is to improve your blood circulation, because all of the chemicals, all of the neurotransmitters, all of these things are brought into the balanced framework, the way the Creator God designed them to function. And it improves blood circulation, boosts the immune system, and guess what? Isn't that an awesome package for an awesome feeling of wellness and well-being, especially with all of the negative news in town, with all of the pandemic issues hovering all over the world, and all of the killings here and there? You need to step out of the whole fray and give yourself a joyful laughter. You're not laughing at the situation, you're laughing in spite of the situation, to be able to fuel and motivate yourself to be able to stand your ground and think in an inspired way. The third benefit of a joyful laughter is joyful laughter gives you a social advantage. In the awesome words of Caroline Birmingham, she said, "A smile starts on the lips, a grin spreads to the eyes, a chuckle comes from the belly, but a good laugh bursts forth from the soul, overflows and bubbles all around." The bubbling effect of joyful laughter around gives you a social advantage. It gives me a social advantage. It gives us a social advantage of some sort. People see you and they like you. People feel comfortable. Why? Because you're wearing that joyful expression that came as a consequence of a joyful laughter. Politicians understand this, and that is why they are always laughing. Pastors know this to be the truth, and that is why they are always laughing, encouraging people and motivating people. Professional people understand this. One of the trainings I received in corporate America years back was this: we hired you because we knew you could laugh. There is something in you that shows that you could laugh. So show it to the customer. Laugh, smile, and let the customer be comfortable with you. Business people have already settled this reality that An employee who laughs and smiles, not just at the workplace, even outside of the workplace, has a better emotional intelligence and a better emotional stability to handle customers, any kind of customer. The fourth benefit of a joyful laughter is joyful laughter plays a great role in marriage. Yes, you heard me, in marriage. When I laugh, for example, with a joyful heart in my house, everybody is happy. My wife, my children, they are happy. The atmosphere is calm. Everywhere is inspiring. Why? Because I initiated that force of a joyful heart through a joyful laughter. It activates a friendly environment in the house. It reduces our self-centered dispositions that oftentimes leads us to want to cage up ourselves. But in that atmosphere of a joyful laughter, people are laughing, people are happy, your children are comfortable to trust you, to say what is in their heart and confide in you. People open up to their challenges and receives the boost to crush those challenges in such atmospheres. Just the spontaneity of the moment, the words that will burst forth in that high level of crescendo of joy can lead a lot of people out of many, many dilapidating situations. Isn't that similar to your own story in your house? Tell me, I want to hear your own story. The number five benefit of a joyful laughter is joyful laughter energizes your business environment. Yes, it does. In a business environment that is energized with joy and laughter, where the emotion is stabilized and stable, you have fewer sick days. You have people, fewer number of people calling out sick because they want to go to work. They love their colleagues. They're comfortable where they are working. They are not stressed out. They are not thinking of, oh man, this horrible place to go to today. No, that's not their thought. They remember so and so person and so and so person and so and so person, and they are comfortable. Fewer sick days. You have increased sales in such places. Why? Because the customers are comfortable with such employees. The customers love. The customers have less complaints to make concerning them. And there is an elevation of morale in such workforces, among such workforces, and in such a workplace. An elevated morale can do wonders in the business environment. It removes the sharp edges. A joyful laughter removes the sharp edges in the difficult situations and terrains that we run into. It creates this atmosphere of empathy, sympathy, and the symphony of spirits amongst colleagues. In the amazing words of Tom Nansbury, he said, an optimist laughs to forget. A pessimist forgets to laugh. So which one are you? An optimist who laughs to forget? Or a pessimist who forgets to laugh? I don't know about you. I chose a long time ago to be an optimist. Would you join my camp? The number six benefit of a joyful laughter is joyful laughter helps your inspirational ability. Yes, it does. In Isaiah 12:3, scripture says, with joy you will drink deeply from the fountain of salvation. With joy you will drink deeply from the fountain of salvation. In other words, as you drink deeply from the fountain of salvation, which is the fountain of goodness, which is the fountain of elevation, which is the fountain of deliverance, which is the fountain of victory, you know what to say. Why? Because you're hearing, your spirit is in communication with the Spirit of God. You are not confused when others are confused. You are not stressed out when others are stressed out. You're not intimidated when others are intimidated. You don't become the harbinger of negative news and stories when others are swayed here and there and beaten and battered by all of the negative news in town. You are stable, you are calm, you have inside information. Why? You have drunk deeply from the fountain of salvation. We are told in that scripture in Isaiah 12:3 that joy is the rope with which we draw waters from the wells of salvation, with which we drink from the fountains of salvation. Finally, the seventh benefit of joyful laughter is joyful laughter empowers your ability to network with others. What happens when you attend a conference where you don't seem to know a lot of people? You find those who wear sad, sullen, and sunken expressions on their faces, and people hardly go to talk with such people. Then you find those who are bubbling, who are joy-filled. I know that there are different kinds of people. You have the extroverts and you have the introverts. But a commonality of everybody is the capacity to laugh from your heart. If you are laughing from your heart, I don't mean you should turn into a comedian and be cracking reckless jokes and meaningless jokes. No, I'm talking about the attitude of having joy, and let that joy reflect in your laughter, in your smiles. You see, it breaks the ice for a talking point. You don't run out of what to talk about. Why? Because you know you are not in a hostile territory. It encourages the other person to like you, to feel like wanting to talk more to you. Many great business opportunities have been created that way. Evangelistic opportunities have been secured that way, even amongst pastors and preachers. A joyful laughter is a winning streak. There you have it, my friend. And what are your thoughts today? In my question of the day to you today, I ask you, how do you feel when you laugh joyfully? Do you feel sad, depressed, confused, or energized? I really want to hear from you. Let's hear from you if you're sad, depressed, confused, or energized when you laugh joyfully. Write it in the comment section. And kindly subscribe to my channel today. Why so? For a continuous inspiration. And that way you give me the opportunity and encouragement to continue to inspire you towards the place of high performance and productivity, using the strategies of advancement, which are the higher ways of life. Finally, download my video on 4 happiness boosters that will boost your productivity today at www.advancementsu.org. This message is loaded. It will inspire you, motivate you, and energize you to laugh and laugh and laugh again. Not just laugh, but give you the 4 strategies that empowers productivity, even at the workplace and in ministry and in your homes. Wow, that's where we're going to be drawing the curtain today on this episode of the Advancement Strategies broadcast. I remain yours truly, Dr. Iwabi, your cheerleader of success, advancement, and leadership. Remember to subscribe to this channel and let me hear from you. I really want to hear from you. Keep advancing.